Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. We're going to be spawning in on Mother's Dwelling right now. You can already see there's been 2 people that have played the double blood point event off-frame, which is awesome. So we're going to walk away with triple blood points at the end of the trial. Now, realistically, I would say don't work on the platform Jenny in the middle of the map at the start of the trial, but I don't know who the killer is right now, and we can hear the heartbeat getting a little bit louder. We're going to be versing a Leatherface, and I'm going to be very careful about how I make this maneuver. And I'm going to sidestep at the last second to see if I can get him to misposition. And I can't play the window, but I can play the other window because one is always closed and the opposite is open. Now, knowing that, it helps us out a little bit. Looks like he's going all the way around, so am I, sweetheart. Let's do it. And he's going to just dip. Very smart investment based on the fact he wasn't close, he didn't get a hit, and I didn't give him a pallet, and he might not have Nemesis play with your food. That being said, let's find an objective and get straight to it. A little bit of action at the beginning of the trial, but we are going to be A-okay with that. Don't see a generator in here. I kind of want to work on one near the center, but I haven't had any information. You notice how the obsession on the bottom left-hand side of the screen did change. That just shows me he does have Nemesis played with your food, which is very powerful on Leatherface, and as a Leatherface main, I can highly recommend it to a lot of people. I've wasted a lot of time going throughout the map right now looking for an objective, but it feels like I have gone past quite a few of them, even though I didn't see anything. I wanted to save the platform generator in the middle of the map. Now, the question is, what does Leatherface do with one stack of play with your food? Does he chase the obsession and M1 them, getting another token, leaving, rotating, and applying pressure towards the objectives? If so, that'll probably prevent a 3-gen or a gen rush, right? If he doesn't, and he overcommits to chase, tries to get too many stacks of play with your food, that's going to cost him 2 or 3 generators, depending on how it goes. Now, knowing he doesn't have Corrupt Intervention, that will hurt him. A generator to my right-hand side has already been completed. Completing this one might result in a 3-gen late game. However, once this gen is done, I'm running straight through the middle of the map, and I'm going to go to the left-hand side and try and work on a gen over there, depending if I see the killer. If I see the killer, I'll go to the right-hand side in the corner, as opposed to the left-hand side. I know the generators spawn very far apart, and, you know, I want to prevent any form of 3-gen that can happen. This being said, 2 people on a generator. It's going to take us 47.5 seconds. Here the crow despawn. It'll be back in approximately 15 seconds. Now that the generator is pretty much finished, we got one teammate unaccounted for. He just became the obsession at the bottom of the screen. Therefore, the killer is over with them. Therefore, this generator will not be completed if the killer chooses to play around it. But it looks like the killer's going to be over here, and that is a bad play by me. I need to be very careful. I'm not going to count the pallet. I'm going to try and utilize a window, but it looks like his stacks of play with your food might result in an M1 in the back. That means he's used a lot of stacks to play with your food, and all that time he wasted chasing the other guy went really well for us. Now, if he doesn't have Bamboozled, it's going to hurt him. I'm going to just wait here and make him go all the way around. Make it look like I'm coming down. Hide from him a bit. He's going all the way to the shack. I didn't see a teammate in there, but I'm just going to dip, and I'm going to go for distancing. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. He didn't want to waste time on me, which was a clever play, but I went over there not too long ago, and I saw there was no objective. He's chasing me, so I'm going to run a loop of this entire building, knowing that I've already came through and began the loop of it prior. You can hear him coming up the staircase. I know where I need to drop down as well. And I am going to take him back over to the shack if I can make it in time, if he chooses to keep chasing. And he does keep chasing. And just like that, I've looped the killer outside of chase, and he's had to leave chase with me, and he got nothing out of it. He didn't get a hit. He wasn't building bloodlust. He didn't get a pallet. I knew he was following me. I could see him in the distance, so I just kept running prior to actually engaging in the chase. Now, you don't get blood points for that, and it's very, very, hard to see when you're playing killer or survivor loop you outside of chase, but that was just a prime example of spacing and keeping a really good distance between the killer and I. I don't know his other perks. I know he's got Nemesis. I know he's got play with your food. I know he hasn't hooked anyone. Speak of the devil, and he's hooking a survivor now. He might have barbecue and pop. I didn't see corrupt intervention. I don't know if he has surveillance or surge, or well, he doesn't have ruin because we let go of an objective. We do not know his other 2 perks. I'm gonna guess he's going for stability, but at the same time, for the price of his stability, he's lost a generator. Or in this case, he's lost 4 generators. If he comes over, I go straight to the shack. If he doesn't come over, there you go. He's going to be leaving off that too. That is fine. I'm going to go straight to the shack. I know there is no real reason for him to come over there. He's not chasing. I'm going to look in this corner and see if I can see a generator after I search the chest. Now, a fun fact about searching chests, if you press Shift, W, left click, you do something referred to as animation cancelling, and you're going to be able to grab the item almost instantly, which looks like this, as opposed to going through the end of the animation combo. Now, the quicker you get at it, the better it'll be. Now, that, unfortunately, is just a trade without borrowed time, and that's going to really hurt us, because now the killer can play off that. So what do I need to do? I need to be on a generator yesterday, and looking at getting it to pop. Killer's just waiting under a hook right now. I think he's going to try and go for the 2 kills here rather than the 1 now that he had Ultrism. There's no pallet over here. If the killer chooses to come over here, I'm in deep trouble. And he actually does have Ruin. So it might actually be Ruin, Surveillance, Nemesis, and play with your food. If it is... Okay, that's good that they completed the other Jenny. What's bad is the fact that he's near the hill, and I can see him standing on the hill. And now that Adrenaline has propped, I can't do an Adrenaline borrowed time save, which would result in me going into dying state. Let's see if there is a play I can make. Knowing that Leatherface is essentially, I don't want to say face camping, but proxying under the hook with a multi-hit instant down at a 2.5 second rev, and I do not have Unbreakable, I don't have DS, and Adrenaline has already procced. Probability of me being able to save this survivor myself without anyone trading is very slim. I'm talking maybe 1%. I need to get him to soar and stuff it up. But unfortunately, it looks like that is going to be the end for this trial. Now, Leatherface does get a bad rap when a lot of Leatherface players do this, but do think that he got no catches but 1 in 5 gens, so you got to understand it from his perspective. However, this is where it's very important when you're playing Killer to understand 1 stack of play with your food is already increasing your lunge distance at 120% movement speed. Therefore, you're going to be able to do incredible hits. It's Leatherfaces that try too much to get too many stacks of play with your food that end up resulting in getting gen rush. So sometimes 1 token is more than enough. It is actually enough to be able to counter the penalty you receive for revving up your chainsaw. Anyways, guys, that's going to be an informative educational survivor game against the Leatherface for you. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you slap that subscribe button. I do educational, informative Dead by Daylight survivor and killer content 5 days a week. It'll be a pleasure to have you guys pop into live streams over at Twitch, where I am live streaming Dead by Daylight as we speak right now. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful... I might not be doing it when the video gets uploaded, though. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will see you in the fog in